How are you?
I'm fine, and I'm really grateful. Yeah, what's up?
I've always wanted to have a conversation with you, Rayton.
Okay.
Because I want to understand you so much. Like, I want to understand you deeply. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So, my question has always been like, who are you? Like, what do you do and who are you?
Okay, simply I can say I'm like your helper. I want to give this in a very short way.
It's crazy, you know. So, I've understood who you are, and I just want to ask you one question, like, why has all what is happening in my life had to happen to me? Because at some point I feel lonely, some point I feel like I'm not lucky, some point I feel like I have a bad luck. So, like, what is it really like happening in my life?
You're not having a bad luck, and again understand you're not the only person who is suffering. People are suffering outside here. People are in hospital. People are in ambulance right now. People are not even able to speak. Other people are dying. Like, I don't mean because other things are happening to other people that they should happen to you again. But just understand you're not the only one. Yeah? Keep in track that everything that's happening to you, it's happening to somebody else. So you should not beat yourself down and feel like you cannot make it. You can still make it. Just rise up and understand your assignment.
Okay. To ask, like, is it a must that since something bad is happening to somebody else, I also assume that something bad should happen to myself, or what are you trying to mean?
That's not the case, Rayton. Understand that when something bad happens to you, it is not the high time to start throwing blames to God or to somebody. You're not the only one. That's my point. So when it happens, just sit down, pray, because it's not something strange, or it's not something happening to you alone. These things are happening to everybody. Sit down, pray about it, think about it.
How do you rate on?
Ask.
You know what is happening on internet right now, and I feel like at this point I feel like I'm losing the motivated Rayton I was maybe last year, and this year I'm not feeling myself in too much into filming videos, creating great videos. Like, what do you think?
Every human being needs a break. There are times you are high, sometimes you are low, sometimes you need to keep on working, sometimes you need to take a break. When these moments happen in your life, you need to understand them, because many people fail to understand these moments and they feel like, or am I just losing hope, or am I just drifting away from the real goal about me? No, that's not the reason. You should keep on working and doing whatever you are meant to be.
I had another question. I had journaled it down. I had another question that I had written down. I was just checking it behind here. How can I forgive myself that I have seen myself like a mess? I've beaten myself down. Like, I've sometimes felt like I was not enough. I did not have to do it. Sometimes I've spoken so many things out of anger. Yeah, sometimes I've gone against my dignity. I felt like there's some things I messed up. I didn't want to mess up. It was not my intention. Like, how can I forgive myself?
One way of forgiving yourself, first thing, accept the mistake. Understand that you did it and it was not your intention. And if it were your intention, just accept it. Then find a way to forgive yourself. When you forgive yourself about a certain mistake, find something else you can do to cool yourself down. Like, I did not do this job and I know it's a mistake not doing it. Find something to do it. So have a plan on what you can do, then plan about it. Yeah? You understand me? It's not always about beating yourself down. Rise up, find something you can do and keep doing it. You know what I'm saying?
And let me ask, I have plans, as you've said, I have plans, but I don't really know, like, I'm afraid that I may not be successful in these plans.
I understand.
But I may not fulfill them. Like, what can you tell me about it?
Fear is one thing that is in everybody, and not even a single person who does not experience fear.
Absolutely.
But fear is one thing that will beat you down, because I'm afraid, what if I do it, it fails? But I want to ask yourself, what if you do it and you make it? That's one way of asking yourself, Everyone who has made it has jumped. When you jump, you get cuts. And even when you're jumping off a plane with a parachute, it does not open immediately. So before this parachute opens and saves you, you're gonna have to experience storm, speed that is not in your control. But when the parachute opens, you get a balance.
Nice advice. I have one question.
Yeah.
I have another question, that is. I have several questions. So this question is, every kid needs parents. And every kid feels nice when, if the parents are alive, you're speaking to them, and if they have rested, you make peace with them. First of all, I don't want to take you back to my mom. I know that happened and that passed. It's not a big deal. But I want to bring a question back to my dad. Like, what happened that me and my dad could not solve? Like, what kind of nature came in between me and my dad that we no longer talk, like we are not good to each other? Like, I feel like it's not normal. Myself have not grown into knowing that my dad would reach to a point that me and him are not speaking. But I'm so shocked that it has happened. We are not talking. Nobody is even caring about each other. Although sometimes I think about him, and the last time I checked on him, it was not really a nice conversation. Like, what really happened?
You need to understand this, the art of letting things go. There are some people who are given the chance to give birth to you. There are some people who are given the chance to bring you up. There are some people who will be given the chance to lay you down to the ground. Giving birth to you, it does not mean they need to bring you up, because there's some people who've lost parents, and the thing that disturbs these people is we are connected by blood. That should not be the reason. Like, connection through blood is not a reason as to why you should always be together. People die, people move out of life. Some people are there temporary, some other people are there permanently. It is your assignment to understand how is it permanent, how is it temporary. And when you don't know what to do, pause, ask God questions, and He will answer you through the actions. After all these things that are happening, you are not the only one. I will keep saying you're not the only one. People are losing parents, people are losing kids, people are losing their loved ones, and it's not the end of life. You have your own life to live, your dad has his own life to live. Just forgive each other, don't insult each other, have a peaceful moment together. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna find it so hard to know that I have my dad alive but we are not speaking, but it's not the reason.
I understand that, because this thing has gone even beyond my brothers. We no longer talk to my brother. I had the last born that I started using drugs. He's just a bare 16, 15 year old kid, but I don't know like what's happening, The other one has quitted school several times. It's not a problem, but he has been retaking courses. I can see his music is doing perfectly, he's really talented, but it's not getting that much of engagement. So I kind of feel like there's something off with our family, with my family, and that's why I decided like to keep myself off a bit. I have this question: how powerful is Rayton? Like, I want to understand to what extent can Rayton go. Like, I feel there's some things I'm limited, yes, but how powerful am I? To what extent can I go?
No human being is limited. There are some things that you can't do, like obviously there's some things you can't do, but no human being is limited. A man will always find a way to do something. I'll give you an example. Nobody knew that one could fly from one country to another country, but it is happening. But no human being could fly, but they found a vessel to use to fly. So understand, Rayton is not limited. He just has to find the legal ways for him to go to a certain point or do a certain thing. You are not limited, Rayton, and let me tell you for free, you can do anything you want. You are so powerful, but power and will goes hand in hand. You need to understand, am I willing to do it? Then if yes, have a plan, have a vision, have people on board who you want to help each other with, and understand the assignment of each and every person in your life. Failure to that, you're gonna be struggling and you will never understand what are you supposed to do.
Second last question is, I'm very inspired.
Correct.
And I need a team. Nobody can do it alone. I need a team. And this team is going to support me in different dimensions. There's a team that is supporting me in terms of the work, the camera work, the editing work, the lighting work, like the scripting work and the video wise. And I kind of want to know, like, how will I know that this person is brought for me? In past, I've worked with people temporarily, they have gone. But I don't feel nice when I get used to people. We have strategies of work, but at the end of the day, they just leave. We don't work with them. Like, tell me, how do I know that somebody is the one when they are brought into my life?
A temporary person will come into your life, but let me talk about the permanent one, because we are measuring on the positive. When you meet someone, listen to them. If their thoughts and your thoughts are not relating, no, it's not the one. She's not the one. If your ideas and inspirations are not the same, he is not the one. Interests and dreams, if they are not the same, he is not the one, she is not the one. Don't clinch into someone because simply they are nice looking, you think they have a good heart, or you think that they are kind. That's not the reason. If the dreams, visions, and inspirations are not the same, cut off these people. Or work with them for the time assigned by God to you. Then pray about it. Pause and ask God if they are brought into your life to work with you, temporarily or permanently. Through the actions, you are going to know. You are not going to lose anything by asking that or by doing that. Then the art of let it go. Please have it, because it's going to help you a lot. Yeah? Don't beat yourself down to feeling like somebody was brought into my life, they disappeared.
Wow. So, I have dreams. I have a vision board, and I've learned to deal with anything that brings pain, brings back memories to me. I'm trying to deal with it. But my question is, am I really going to be successful? Because I'm really afraid of losing. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it. I'm not sure. Like, so many things are troubling me, because I'm dealing with mental breakdown here and there, now and then. I'm having constant crashing with the people around me, and I'm afraid, like, might this be a reason for me not to make it? I thank God I have people like Lamisi, Dante just came in the other time, who are really pushing me into this work. I have Jude on the other side, like, these people are making it with me. But I'm wondering, the backlash every time that we have between each other, might that be a reason as to why I might not make it? Because I'm really afraid about it.
Where there is one or two or more than one person, sometimes we don't tend to get along with each other very well. But when you quarrel, it's not the end of the partnership, it's not the end of the program, it's not the end of love, it's not the end of the project. Sit your ass down. Understand, how can we solve this thing? What can we do about it? Come with a solution. If it's something you have done wrong to each other, say sorry.
Thank you for the advice. I'm going to work on myself. The little mess that I've done, I'm going to change it to a message, and I hope somebody else will be blessed with my work in future. So keep praying for me, keep the spirit for me, and make me make it, because I want to go to higher levels. I want to make it, and you also know my dreams and you know where I want to be. Thank you so much.
Welcome.